Hey guys, so today we are going to try something a little bit new and learn about counting money on the computer. Counting money is a really important skill that you need to know for the rest of your life, whether that's going to the grocery store and getting groceries, or buying gas, or Fortnite skins, or Pokemon cards, or Barbie dolls, whatever. Whatever it is, it's going to require money, and you need to know the different kinds of money and how to count them in all the different ways that money can be used. So bear with me, we're going to try something just a little new, and I don't know how well it's going to go, but we'll see. Ooh, now that's cool. There's me a pointer. All right, let's go to the next slide. How do we do that? Different kinds of money. So these are all the different kinds of money that are used in the United States. There's one I didn't put on here. It's not as important as the rest of them. So this one right here is called a penny. It's worth 1 cent. It's not a lot of money. This is a nickel. It's kind of small. Nickels are worth 5 cents. This is a dime. Dimes are worth 10 cents. And this is a quarter. Quarters are worth 25 cents. Now, the difference between these coins and all of these paper bills down here is these coins, they're not quite worth $1. They're worth a little bit less than $1. You would need a lot of pennies to make $1. You would need a lot of nickels to make $1, and so on. This right here, this is $1. This is a $5 bill. It's worth $5. This is a $10 bill. It's worth $10. This is a $20 bill. It's worth $20. This is a $50 bill. It's worth $50. And this is everybody's favorite. This is a $100 bill. It's worth a lot of money. It's worth a whole lot of money. But first off is a penny. Pennies, they're you probably will find them on the ground. They're brown, uh, bronze, I guess that would be the color that you would call it. It's worth 1 cent. And it takes 100 of these to make one measly little dollar right here. So you can see these aren't worth a lot of money, but these little pennies right here, it takes 100 of these to make one whole dollar. So I hate to break it to you, but these little guys, they're not worth too much because it takes 100 of them to make $1. Pennies are also the smallest of the currency that we use. They are uh, they're the smallest. They're worth 1, and 1 is the smallest number next to 0. So yes, very small. Nickels are a little bit bigger than pennies. I wish I had some in front of me that I could show you, but nickels are worth 5 cents. Uh, it would take 20 nickels to make $1, and 5 pennies. That's right, 5 of these right here. You can hear some of the birds in the background. I don't know. Uh, it takes 5 of these pennies right here to make 1 nickel. It takes 5 pennies to make 1 nickel. Nickels are a little bit bigger than pennies, at least. So if you have a nickel, well, you're off to a good start. What about how many pennies would 2 nickels be worth? Think about that for a minute. You haven't? If you said 10 pennies, you would be right, since each nickel is worth 5 cents. If you had 2 nickels, you would have 10 cents, which would be 10 pennies. The next biggest one's a dime. Dimes are worth 10 cents. You would only need 10 dimes to make $1, though. So if you have a dime, at least you're doing a little bit better there. If you have 2 dimes, you would have 20 cents. And 3 dimes, you'd have 30 cents. Dimes are kind of easy to count because if you can skip count by tens, you would be in good shape. That's the trick with money, you know? All you've got to do is skip count with ones, fives, and tens. They would be the easiest. Quarters are the biggest, well, the next biggest. cent we have, they are worth 25 cents. That means one of these right here, this one that my cursor is on, or my pointer, is worth 25 pennies. So you could totally trade 25 pennies for 1 quarter. If you had 2 quarters, you'd have 50 cents. And if you had 50 cents, that's the same thing as having 50 pennies or 10 nickels, or I'll let you figure out how many dimes. How many dimes would be in 50 cents? Remember, if you skip count by 10, you ought to figure the answer out pretty quickly. Let's try a little bit of practice. How much money do you see here? Even though I just kind of told you the answer on the last slide. You see 2 quarters. Here's 1, here's 2. So if 1 quarter is worth 25 cents, 2 quarters is worth 50 cents. So you have 50 cents on this page. I'm not going to give you the answer on the next one too fast. Get ready. How much money do you see here? I see 4 nickels, and if I'm remembering correctly, 1 nickel is worth 5 cents. So here I've got 5 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents, and 20 cents. So I've got 5 nickels, and they're worth 20 cents. If you got those two right, you are doing great. Let's try this next one. How much money do you see here? I'll give you a few seconds to think about it. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 nickels. So here we have 5 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents, 20 cents. You see what we did? We skip counted by fives. We went 5, 10, 15, 20. So these 4 nickels are again worth 20 cents. But now I've got pennies. Do you remember how much a penny is worth? If you said 1 cent, well, you're doing good again. So here's 21 cents, 22 cents, 23 cents. If you're not sure how I got that far, well, let me see if this works right here. So there's 5, 10, 15, 20. So all of these nickels together, oh gosh, my box is not good. Sorry about that. This is worth 20 cents. I know that looks like a Z. Please don't judge me. But now we have 3 pennies. You remember pennies are worth 1 cent each. So here we've got 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents. All you have to do is count your pennies. 1, 2, 3. So in our pennies, we have 3. So we can even write an equation to, that 2 is much better. 20 cents plus 3 cents equals 23 cents. You see that? Okay, this Screencastify thing, that's kind of cool. Okay, so here we're back, we have 23 cents. All right, I got a trick for you on this one. Get ready. Oh gosh, why are we not going to the next slide? Come on, come on. Aha. Now, how do we get rid of all of this? There we go. Yeah. What could you trade all this money in for? Count your money and see what you can come up with. That's the first step. So here's 5, 10, 15, 20. So we have 4 nickels, which again, 4 nickels is 20 cents. 20 cents. There's my Z again, apparently. Now I'm gonna count my pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I have 5 pennies now. So I gotta make my terrible looking box again. To have 20 cents in nickels and 5 cents in pennies. So if I were to put that together, 20 plus 5, I would get 25. What coin do you know is worth 25 cents? Any guesses? Oh, oh goodness. Oh goodness. I don't know how to get my tools back. Okay. So anyway, if you were to take all of this together, you would